Battlefield 1 is now available for all players worldwide after a brief period of early access for those who pre-ordered the Early Enlister Deluxe Edition. Reviews have already been quite positive for the World War I era first-person shooter, be it in the campaign, visuals, or multiplayer mode, which brings several new features to the forefront. Seriously, you're guarding a pigeon this time around when not waging war across multiple sectors. A pigeon, for crying out loud! Of course, that's aside from all the crazy Easter eggs and secrets that lay waiting in Battlefield 1 to discover. As always, spoilers are a thing, and while no major plot points are revealed, we're still issuing a blanket warning for those who want to discover these things on their own. The Mini Pistol. You've probably seen this one doing the rounds lately. In Battlefield 1, it's possible to unlock a miniature pistol for use. This isn't just a small gun, it's the really small gun to use. Players can unlock it by hitting level 10 with their medic class. The gun itself isn't anything amazing, it functions much like a normal pistol, but it's incredibly comical to see your character running around holding a tiny little pistol between his thumb and index finger. Make sure you're actually healing your friends instead of focusing on getting kills with this weapon, it is still just a pistol. Battlefield 1942 theme. What would a Battlefield game be without references to previous games in the series? Case in point, Battlefield 1 features a callback to the very first Battlefield game, namely Battlefield 1942. Upon transmitting coordinates using devices with Morse code, there's a random chance that the Battlefield 1942 theme can play through the device. Some have argued that this is the Battlefield 1 theme and is based off of the Battlefield 1942 theme. Either way, it's an intriguing find. Almost as intriguing as the Morse code that simply translated to Morse whenever you discovered it. Again, this seems to have a random chance of occurring, so run around the map enough times until it works. Megalodon Sound. The Megalodon is one of the crazier Easter eggs that Battlefield 4 had to offer, which is to be expected from a giant shark emerging from the sea. It's not too strange to see it appear in Battlefield 1, but it's not visually apparent. Instead, load into the Suez map in multiplayer and destroy the behemoth ship parked on the coast. Once it goes up in a hail of fire and smoke, you should hear the sound of the Megalodon ringing through the air. The shark itself hasn't quite been discovered yet, but it's hard to not recognize the telltale sound of the beast when taking down said behemoth. Why does it happen on Suez of all places? We're not quite sure, but once again, it's a neat little nod to the last significant Battlefield title. And no, Hardline doesn't count. Mirror's Edge. At this point, DICE is known for more than just Battlefield, and that means Mirror's Edge references. Mirror's Edge is referenced in the opening cutscene of the Battlefield 1 campaign. In the submarine, if you observe the chalkboard behind the characters closely, you'll notice the word Faith. This immediately reminds us of Faith Connors, the protagonist of Mirror's Edge, and the recent reboot origin story, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. While it may be overly simple, it's still cool to see DICE referencing one of its key franchises in some way with Battlefield 1. It could also be a way for said troops to keep the faith during a trying time, but we'd like to believe it's about a certain raven-haired runner more than anything else. Harlem Hellfighters. In Battlefield 1, it's possible to acquire a booster pack with a shotgun, sidearm, and bolo knife upon pre-ordering that paid tribute to the famous Harlem Hellfighters infantry unit in World War I. The unit was famed for their toughness and never-say-die attitude, one that carries over into the game's universe as well. At one point, you'll receive a radio transmission about the Hellfighters and how they refuse to let an enemy take ground, choosing to die in the process. The zeal of the unit is almost revered, and it's awesome to see the Hellfighters integrated in the universe through more than just a booster pack.
And that wraps it up. What are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it on Twitter and Facebook. And why not consider subscribing? We upload some really cool videos almost every day. Thank you for watching this video, and happy gaming!